Well, how's it going, Jubytarians? This is Bradley Juby, and this is the first free format Friday of season 3, end of the holiday season. So, alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Of course, the first question, and this is her only question, comes from, of course, the lovely Lauren. Love you, baby. She asks, favorite genre of movies and books? Well, I'd have to say fantasy, but I also love nonfiction and history. Because I am a history buff. So, I always love history and historical things because I really want to learn some life lessons from what happened in history. Because I do a lot of research on stuff like that. And maybe not enough. I need to research way more. But yeah, anything fantasy or action and sci-fi and history related, I'm a sucker for that sort of thing. Okay, the G asks, who would you consider to be your favorite music artist? Well, man, I got so many favorite musicians and bands. I said last week that one of my favorite bands was Rush, but man, there's just so many. I can't choose just one. I mean, there's just so many of them. Number 2. When did you get into researching true crime? Was it when you stumbled across Bay Shaman, or were you already into the topic? Well, I'd probably say it was before that, because I've always been into researching crimes and tragedies, because this ties back to me being a history buff. And I like to research things like the JFK assassination, the Oklahoma City bombing, 9/11, the OJ trial, the Waco incident, all the mass shootings, and things like the mafia and the gangs. And I mean, I'm not an apologist for any of that sort of activity, but I like researching it. To kind of get some insight on what happened in society before and after, and why these sick people do that sort of thing. Because it's just so fascinating. I'm not going to talk about any of that further, because if I did, I might get in trouble with YouTube, and I do not want to get in trouble with YouTube. I got to have this account monetized, okay? So, I guess I can't talk about it any further, because, man, YouTube are acting like a bunch of wussy pantses. I mean, yeah, but that's greed for you. The rich get richer, and guys like us get the shaft. Anyway, Al Chambers wants to ask, what am I most excited about Season 3? Well, that's probably talking about OU in the college football playoff and a possible Baker Mayfield winning the Heisman. Now, of course, we've got West Virginia tomorrow in Norman, and we got the Big 12 championship game. So, if we win those 2 games, we're in the college football playoff, and most likely Baker Mayfield will win the Heisman Trophy. Although he's not going to start tomorrow because of his little, thingy. But I hope he'll play and pad up some stats so he can impress these Heisman voters. Because I think they're just looking for any reason they can not to give him the Heisman. So let's give these voters a reason to say Baker is winning that Heisman Trophy. No ifs, ands, or buts. This is his season. He's got snubbed 2 straight years. He's not getting snubbed his senior season. Not gonna happen. Okay, off that subject. If you could play any instrument, what would it be? Well, I would say, I'd say the electric guitar, the bass guitar, and the saxophone. That is, if I wish I could play a musical instrument, but maybe I could still learn. But usually when it comes to playing musical instruments, you have to get on that a lot younger than when you do. So, I think as far as musician-wise goes, I think it's too late for me, honestly. And that's sad. And finally, we've got Loki Doodles who asks, what is the most interesting killer to research in your opinion? Well, there's just so many of them. And like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about that because YouTube is going to get butthurt. But I would have to say Timothy McVeigh because he was, of course, the guy responsible for the Oklahoma City bombing. And I've actually been to the memorial. So, you know. What he did was absolutely sick, but, you know, I know most people, they don't like the government, they don't like taxes, they don't like politics, but don't go blowing up innocent people. That's just unjustifiable. Unjustifiable. But, off that topic, do you have any pets, and if so, what kind are they? I have a dog. He is a Cocker Spaniel Rottweiler mix. His name is Jack, or as we like to call him, Jackie Boy. But he is a lunatic. He'll bark at anything and everything. If he sees a dog or a person walking on the road, he will lose his mind. He cannot control himself. Of course, I got 2 cats, a black cat named Simon, and a white cat by the name of Baby Girl. She was originally named Cotton, but my mom doesn't like that name, so we call her Baby Girl now. Okay, that's Free Format Friday for this week. Hopefully, none of you have been trampled and beaten up Black Friday. Okay, we got the Thunder and the Detroit Pistons tonight at 7 o'clock. And then at 7:30 tomorrow night is Thunder at Dallas. And tomorrow at 2:30 will be the OU West Virginia game. That's going to be a big, big game. So, anyway. I don't know what else to talk about. I did have a good Thanksgiving yesterday, but, and I went to my, brother's fiance's dad's house, and we had some good turkey. He does make some good smoked turkey, and we also had some, smoked salmon that was kind of served cold, but it was like a breakfast thing. To me, it was like fish bacon, to say the least. Alright, well, and then I visited my mom in the hospital. She had a surgery on Wednesday, and she will be home sometime before noon, I'm assuming. But anyway, I'm just letting you know that there's going to be going on a lot with Bradley Juby here in Season 3. But it is the holidays, and now that Thanksgiving is over, you can finally listen to your Christmas music, watch your Christmas movies, watch your Home Alone, watch It's a Wonderful Life, watch Christmas Carol, and listen to Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and lots of it. This is that time of year. And of course, you're probably going to go to the malls, you're going to have hot chocolate and hot apple cider and eggnog and all that other good stuff. I'm just trying not to get too depressed during the holidays, so. But, goes to show you, you will still get Bradley GBTV as long as nothing really brutal happens to me during the holiday season. It shouldn't, but, gotta keep, our eyes and ears peeled. And I need to make a Thunder vlog sometime this week or so. And I probably will have to make a Big 12 championship preview. So, let's be on the watch out for that. Anyway, this is Bradley Juby. Stay safe this Black Friday, and Boomer Sooner and Thunder up.